The pronunciation of the 50 states in America in alphabetical order. First, Alabama. Alabama has 4 A's in it. 2 are pronounced A with the lift, A as in bat, and 2 as the schwa, very relaxed. Very different from how much you have to work for the A. Alabama. You can see my mouth goes Alabama. Alabama. Alaska. Again, there's 3 A's, and the middle one has the A as in bat, and the other 2 are schwa. Alaska. Arizona. It begins with an A, but it's pronounced as the air as in bear, being followed by the R. Arizona. Arkansas. This state name is funny because it's spelled exactly like the state Kansas, with 2 extra letters on the front, R. However, it is not pronounced at all like Arkansas. It's pronounced Arkansas. Arkansas. Now, this state also is a good example of sometimes in English, in a word that has a syllable that is unstressed, there is practically no vowel sound at all. Kun is the middle syllable. Arkansas, Arkansas. It has very little emphasis and almost no vowel whatsoever. It's more just like a little quick sound before you get into the next syllable. Arkansas. California. This state, often the first I is too well pronounced. Cali, it's It's the relaxed California. Nya. So neither of the I's in this word are pronounced like a sharp E sound. California. California. Colorado. Now, different people in the states do pronounce this state name differently. I personally pronounce it Colorado. Ka-ah. This is like the ah as in law, even though it is spelled as an O. Ka-la-schwa. Ra. Again, that ah as in law. Colorado. O as in no is the last sound. Colorado. Connecticut. Now, this state name actually contains the word connect, but it's not pronounced like that within the state name. First of all, the C, that second C, is silent. And then the T is not pronounced as a T, but more like a D. Connecticut. 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 Delaware. Now, this state name contains the W sound, which is sometimes tricky, so you have to be careful when you watch the mouth. Delaware, that it comes in like that. Delaware. Florida. This is my home state. And actually, when I was traveling abroad and I would say, oh, I'm from Florida, people would say, where? And then they would say, oh, Florida, Florida. Well, as you can see when I pronounce it, Florida, the I is not even pronounced at all. It's 2 syllables, flor, da. However, some people do bring the I into the mix a little bit, and that is perfectly acceptable. Flora, flora, but it's really not its own syllable. It's not flori, flora, Florida, Florida, Florida. Georgia. Now, both the vowels that come after the G's in this state name, the first an E and the second an I, are not pronounced as sounds themselves. They're there to tell us how to pronounce the G's, so that there'll be a J instead of a G sound. Georgia. Georgia. Hawaii. Now, this comes not from the English language, but from the native language of the Hawaiians. Hawaii is how we pronounce it. I'm sure that in Hawaii, the Hawaiians pronounce it with a more authentic accent. But in general, in America, we call this state Hawaii. Hawaii. Idaho. Idaho. All of the letters in this word are pronounced like we would expect them to be. Idaho.